Hello again, everybody. It is the Black Knight, and on the recent Rockstar Newswire, they hinted they'll be releasing more cars into GTA 5 Online. Cars that people have been requesting. And I wasn't even aware that you could do requests, really. I did put in one request on their Twitter feed a little while back once I found out that this was an option. I thought, perhaps I need to do a video here. A video of the cars I'd like to see in GTA 5 Online. Which is why I'm in GTA 4 for the time being. And looking for the car that I want to talk about. I'm in the area where it's supposed to be. Now, I should point out that I had this car in-game. This was my car in-game. This was Nico's main set of wheels when I was playing it. But unfortunately, Windows Live is no more, and therefore all my saves are no more, so I'm starting over again. The good news is I won't get a phone call every 35 seconds, so we have that going for us, but now I have to try to find the car I want to talk about. And I'm really losing confidence that it's going to happen here. I might end up doing just some downloaded pictures from the wiki or something like that, but we'll get going here and talk about a few things.
Come on! Come on!
Don't stop there!
Well, I've been cruising around trying to get this puppy to spawn, and it's just not happening, and I've killed the car in the process. So we're just gonna have to go with stuff downloaded off the internet. Wait here? No, it's not here. Cannot believe I've lost my fortune due to the death of Microsoft Live. The fortune is, of course, the GTA version of the Ford Thunderbird. Yes, that's right, the 90s Thunderbird. I have personal reasons for wanting this car in game. Oh yes, I have my reasons. But there are logical and wonderful reasons for it to be in the game, even if it wasn't for the fact that it's my main car. First of all, it's a coupe, and in GTA 5 Online, the coupes class is one of the most neglected. There are only 14 cars or something in the whole class, whereas you have other classes with over 40. We need coupes in this game. We need more competition for the Zion in races. And with its four-wheel independent suspension, this car could be a handler. And if Rockstar sees fit to put the V8 version of it in the game as opposed to the V6 version that they had in GTA 4, this could be a very popular vehicle. And then when you consider all the possibilities that come from the existence of Benny's modification shop, I mean, imagine what you could do with a fortune, folks. Yes, it makes a very fine lowrider. But I'm thinking NASCAR-style supercar. Wouldn't you just love to see a NASCAR racing the RE7B and see who wins out in a fight? I know I would. And there's even a conversion kit to turn it into a retro 40s Ford kind of thing in real life. You can actually get this. I'd have to say, if there was one car, if Rockstar was going to give me one car in game, this is the one I want. And yes, I'm very biased. But that's not my only idea. No, I have others. Now, working backwards from the naming conventions of GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online, this car would be called the Dominator Classic. Just because that's what it is. That's a Mustang, maybe Caprice, maybe a little Mercure mixed in. But it's a Mustang, and that's a Mustang. That's a Dominator. Amazing how much bigger the new Dominators are versus the old Mustangs. But here in this universe, if we want to stick with the naming conventions of GTA classically, is that up for grabs? Excuse me, I don't mean to be distracted, but ooh, monies. Excuse me while I sell this off. Because it should be totally undamaged. Totally valuable, $17,000. Excellent. Now, back to what I was saying. If you want to stick with the naming conventions of, say, GTA 4, where this was actually a car, it's called the Vapid Uranus. Why they would call it the Vapid Uranus, I have no idea. Why? Dominator, great name. Perfect name for a Mustang. This, Uranus. Uranus? Uranus? Whatever way you want to say it. This is a cool car. This is, you know, the 5.0 Mustang. We're talking, this is one of the most modifiable cars you can find. It's at drag strips everywhere. And this game, I mean, they went through the effort of putting it in this game. Look, we've got the wrecked version right here. They could just have easily put the wrecked Ruiner that was used to create the Ruiner 2000 here for the whole game and then have it disappear. And then people would be like, oh my goodness, that was Knight Rider the whole time and we never knew. So then we've got a whole bunch of wrecked Mustangs here, and I think that's a Blista. But so, I mean, they've been teasing us this whole time that this car can exist in game. It is definitely one of the ones I would want in my garage. You gotta love you gotta love a 5.0 Mustang. Come on. And here it is in GTA 4, the Uranus. That's right. We've got the Ruiner from the same era. Why not have its main competitor, the pony car, the Mustang? Or even a little bit of Capriness to it, I guess. Make it a rally car if you want. There's all kinds of stuff you could do with this vehicle. And the wheels apparently don't all touch the same. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Pretty durable. Oh, this is an interesting little tableau. Would I give up the fortune in game to have this in game? No. I can definitely just look at this and sigh and wonder and think about what could have been if I had a fortune to hop into. Now, I don't want you to get the impression that I'm some simple, vapid Ford fanboy kind of guy who doesn't have any other thoughts than getting every single Ford that he could possibly have in the game. That's not the case. Check out my next selection. Here it is, the Zdera Imperator 108i. I know what you're thinking. Where did you pick up this one? This odd supercar from days past. This car is a low-volume German supercar based on a Mercedes concept car that when they decided, no, we're not going to make this, they let the designer produce it himself. And the true hardcore gamers have to be looking at this car going, you know, I've never seen this car before, yet I've seen this car before and I don't know where. Why is this tickling my memory? Why do I feel like I should know this car? And that, my friends, is because this is the car that was the basis for the car in the original Spy Hunter. And think about it, we already have a car right now in game that already has the main features of the Spy Hunter car. That's right, the Ruiner 2000. It's already got the machine guns in exactly the right spot. And let's not forget about those missiles. How can you forget about those missiles? That is already. Oh, we've annoyed everyone. Let's take off. We already have exactly what that car gave us. This is what the whole point of the Spy Hunter was. We shut the lights. Okay. Half the time I'm driving this car, if I'm driving around with the machine guns on, I'm like, they don't explode as easily. I mean, you know, that doesn't set it right on fire, but that is certainly, if that's not inspired directly by the Spy Hunter, then what is? Oh dear, we're in trouble. We must turbo boost! Alright, now the Spy Hunter probably wouldn't jump. But just think, you could take that jump button, replace it with a smoke screen or an oil slick, and you'd have the exact thing that we were experiencing back in the 80s, only at a much higher resolution. And don't tell me they can't pull this off. I mean, as far as if they can have Tron bikes and the A-Team van and the Knight Rider car, then they can do a Spy Hunter. Listen to the scanner. That's Knight Rider. I'm about to be caught. You have to pull up. Okay, they can. Haha! You cannot catch the Ruiner 2000, and I bet you'd have a tough time catching the Spy Hunter. Okay, let's move on to some honorable mentions here. Those are my big three. Zipping over to GTA Vice City, where I can actually load my save games. Obviously, we have Lance's Infernus, which it's hard to ask for an Infernus because there are so many Infernuses in the game. But you know what would be interesting if we just had one white one dumped somewhere with, you know, maybe a ripped piece of this shirt, like thrown on the sea, a wrecked white Infernus. Add a little bit of history to the game here. Not that there isn't enough in it already. Then you've got the Love Fist limo. And I forget exactly how I have two, but I have two. That's right, 2 Love Fist limos. We have limos in the game. It'd be interesting. Maybe we could benefy them into a Love Fist supercharged kind of thing. I think that would be an awesome thing to do, too. Now, thankfully, we already have the Custom Saber Turbo. We've been over that in more ways than one. But then what about this? This wonderful DeLorean knockoff here called the Deluxo. Deluxo, one of the quickest cars, if not the quickest car in the game, and it has a lot of style to it. This is a car that we can definitely, you know, see in so many different ways here in GTA 5 Online. Look at this. You can, and by the way, remember when you rolled these over and then you had like 3 seconds and then bad things would happen. That was just how it was. Kaboom. Huh. The Infernus is still there. It's not like it disappears the instant you get another car. What a wild concept. Race cars we do have already, and I never did figure out exactly what that was supposed to be. I mean, it's, I guess, kind of a luminous sort of thing. Check out the steering wheel. That's cool. You know, circles.
Look out!
Now, the Sandmaster's Cup, though, this is another one I think we could probably do something with. I mean, realize, again, we have similar vehicles, but this thing was just so bouncy. That's the only way to get it out, was to drive it off the second floor. And the sound on this, for the time, wow, it just crashes into things. Hooray. They're my guys, they're okay. The really funny thing is that the thing that makes this car fun, its appeal, its boinginess, is exactly the sort of thing that people complain about with the Wastelander. It's interesting how tastes change over time. Boinginess! Boingy, 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 boingy. And Rockstar, if none of that inspired you to put a new car in the game, well then, all I can say is check out this montage of old pictures from car shows that I've taken. I thought, hey, this stuff would look good in game. And there you have it, folks. Those are my suggestions for cars that would be great if they were added to GTA Online. Comment in the description with your suggestions. I'd love to know what wheels you have to have in game. On this note, this is your Black Knight here, folks. Have a great night.